Yo, my dudes, what's going on? David here, and welcome to another reaction. This episode, we are diving into New Girl Season 1, Episode 6, called Thanksgiving. If you haven't caught the other episodes, you should do so now so you are all caught up on how I feel about the show. And if you have seen the show with me and you've seen my reactions, then you would know that this show is amazing. I am so excited to continue the series. I'm so excited to see what this episode has in store for me. It is a great show overall. I love everyone in it. Everyone pulls their own weight. Everyone's funny. There's no weak links at all in the show. Everyone just brings it every single time. And obviously Schmidt has been moving up the charts and probably is my favorite, even though like Jess, I'm going to put it at like a two-way tie between Jess and Schmidt because both of them are like so great and they do so well in what their characters are. And so overall, the show is just amazing. But with that being said, if you find yourself enjoying this video at any point in time, like, comment, subscribe, let me know what I could do to further entertain you guys. And if you enjoyed it enough, head on over to Patreon for the full uncut, unedited reactions over there. Extra episodes over there as well. All that good stuff. If you don't want to, that's fine as well. You can wait for them to air here on YouTube, which is about once a week that we're going to be doing that. So that is totally fine as well. But with that being said, fasten your seatbelts. Let's ride.
Look, it's not a big deal. I'm just cooking dinner for you guys. And Paul.
What? What?
Huh?
What?
Did you say and Paul? Who's Paul? Did you invite somebody named Paul to our house?
Yes, I did.
What's wrong with
asked
that?
someone out.
Ask someone out.
Jess, be honest. Is the turkey named Paul?
It's a real guy. And he teaches at my school, and he's really, really hot.
What are we, scientists?
Schmitty. Oh!
Look at that, it's ready.
What am I gonna do? He comes in 3 hours. Oh, God. I can't get it in.
Let's take a show
All
off.
right?
Jar.
Maybe if I take off all my
Fucking
clothes
love
and I get in
Schmidt.
bed with it, the heat of my body will warm it up.
I'm not gonna lie, this has turned me on a little bit.
It is?
The turkey looked like that. Oh,
Put it on
heck
permanent
no.
Good,
press.
so you don't have to iron it.
Oh,
No,
Paul's
he's
here.
early. How do I look?
It's better if you don't know. Double way.
Perfect for her.
I didn't know you were going back.
Happy
Oh
Thanksgiving.
my God, there's two of them.
It's perfect. Let her be happy.
So I'm just gonna freshen up,
Oh, thanks.
and I'll be right back. I forgot to tell you, Paul brought his violin, and with a little coaxing, he might fiddle with the old horsehairs.
Well, only if you don't mind being enchanted. If you can get some.
Hey, Paul.
Hey,
What
Nicholas,
the
What's going
heck?
on, guys? Nicholas, wow.
just two dudes playing word association games,
Nicholas.
kicking back a couple of pumpkin ales.
I think that's a lager, right?
Mm-mm. This is an ale.
He's perfect for her. Dude, there's no way
Anyways,
they're eating this turkey.
picture of gravy is nitrogen based. It's cooking with blinders on, CC. What is, are you, did you wash your hands?
I'll wash them after.
Okay, no, see, can you just stop? Because now the entire bowl of walnuts is compromised.
Well,
Oh,
you're really sanitary. Do you wash your hands 10 times a day?
Okay, look, don't worry, CC.
Open your mouth, Schmidt.
No! Beautiful savage. Though, shoot, I have had 2 pumpkin ales. I probably shouldn't get behind the wheel of a car.
Nick,
But-
how many
I
pumpkin
knew
ales
it,
have you
Nick.
had?
Oh, I've had 0 pumpkin ales.
Then you can take Paul to the store, right?
oh, this is gonna be awkward.
I'm sorry, man. Are you singing about what we're doing? Yeah.
Yes, it was. Sometimes I don't even realize.
Paul
I'm
is
doing it.
perfect for her.
Chicago.
Oh, land of plenty.
We got the nuts, Jess.
I don't think Nick likes me very much.
No.
Freaking Nick. Oh, the turkey?
Turkey!
No one's gonna help him.
Jar.
It's like a Prince video.
Oh my God.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I really wanted you to have a good time.
Remember when there was only dudes living here?
Mrs. Beverly's really great. She's visiting her sister, but she
I'm
gave me
with
her
the
spare
teacher.
key for emergency. I gave her a key to our place too. Sometimes
What?
has a problem with her shower.
Oh, I hope she's not in that shower.
What are you doing? You promised me you'd be nice to him.
I was nice to him. I've been very nice to Paul.
What?
Play through.
You're being super loud. Well, now this is gonna be awkward.
So, just a heads up. We're just rehearsing a play that Nick is writing. It's called Big Time. How bad was it on a scale from 1 to bad?
Let's put it this way: a normal guy would have left a long time ago, and he's still here, right?
Exactly.
Normal.
Schmidt yelled at me earlier.
Oh, I'm so
So?
sorry.
You should be
He can
helping
get
him.
weird. He's weird about cooking. Did you touch his whisk?
No, the thing is, Jess, is I think I'm into him.
What? Oh,
Ooh.
God.
Yeah, he's got this rage inside of him, this fury, and I just love
Hey,
it.
Schmidt.
It's all the way in there with all the. It's so unsanitary. Please just put it. I'm begging you.
It's
to
her
please
pudding
just
now.
take the towel.
It's her
It's
putting
making it my
down.
business, but I really have to ask you. Did anything happen between you and Nick? Like, did you guys go out, or? Because I really don't want to go in the middle of anything I do.
No.
Dead body in
No,
there.
I think
Oh,
there's a
that's
dead
right. Oh,
body.
there's a
I
dead
think
body.
there's
There's a dead body.
No way.
Oh, that is real. That's a real thing.
God.
Ow! Poor Mrs. Beverly.
Oh, Miss Beverly from the mailboxes.
Jeez. Won't they get framed for this probably?
Me all night.
Are you cold? Do you want my cardi?
She doesn't like the nice you, Schmidt. Oh, wow. Did not see this coming.
You came. Hey, Nick.
Jess, come on.
Wait.
Let's go. Come on.
No, Schmidt, hold your ground. No, hold your ground.
Thursday in November. Is the day we remember.
Alrighty, that is season 1, episode 6 of New Girl Called Thanksgiving. And that was probably my least favorite up to now. I'd probably go with a 6 on this episode because of the fact that I didn't really care for the story. Obviously, I feel like every episode you're gonna get your funny Schmidt, you're gonna get your funny Jess, you're gonna get your funny Winston, you're gonna get your funny from everyone really. But I think his name is Justin Long. But Paul in this episode was fine. They're perfect for each other. I like them, and I don't know if he's gonna continue to be a part of the show or not. I hope he is. They could build more on it, but I just don't think that it did enough for me in this episode. I feel like, I don't know. I don't think it was executed the way they wanted it to be executed. And so for this one, it's still it's an okay episode. It's a fine episode. It's not great like the other ones have been. It's not really good like the other ones have been. It's all right. It's an all right episode. If I was to talk about this show, to recommend it for someone else, I would want them to watch the whole show, of course. But if they didn't want to watch certain episodes, then this would probably be one of those episodes that I can tell them, you can skip it. It's not that great. It's just an okay episode. It's fine. You get your funny, but the story just wasn't, I don't know, it wasn't what I wanted, especially from like a Thanksgiving themed episode. It just wasn't the best. It wasn't executed the best way. But pretty much we'll do a breakdown real quick. So basically we in the beginning scene here, we are with Jess and Paul, who Paul works on plays with Jess. It seems like he's a teacher at the school as well. And so they're very much alike, which I liked a lot. I like their chemistry because of the fact that he's just as weird as she is. And so it works really well. And so they're just pretty much, she's just inviting him to Thanksgiving. The guys aren't really in the Thanksgiving mood. They didn't want to do Thanksgiving. They just kind of wanted to drink some beers and watch some football. But obviously Jess is going to change their minds. And so she brings back a bird. they make jokes about the bird being the Paul person. And so no, she named the bird Hank for Thanksgiving. So that was funny and cool and cute. And so pretty much the beginning is them not really wanting to do a Thanksgiving dinner. They just wanted, like I said, to do beers and just kind of hang out, just them at the house. And so Jess wanted to invite someone over. Again, I don't know. It's like I loved Nick in the beginning, but now it's like he's frustrating in a sense. Still, I love everyone in the show. There's no negatives when it comes to the show, but he is frustrating because it's like it's almost like he feels for her, but then won't act on it or say anything about it. And so he's like usually really mean to her now lately. And it's just not fair to Jess in a sense. To me, at least, that's how I feel about it. And so pretty much they're just talking about making dinner, and Jess doesn't know how to make dinner, but Schmidt is a great cook, it looks like. And so he helps out and joins in on cooking, but says that she can't help him with cooking because if he's going to cook, then he's going to cook by himself. Very funny scene here where they're trying to get the turkey in, and then she says something like it won't fit, and so Schmidt makes a little joke like, oh, we've all heard of that before or whatever, and then he starts smacking it with like a little tennis racket, and then she invites Cece over. So that was ultimately the reason why Schmidt was okay with it, is because Jess was going to invite Cece over. And so they're all really good together. They're like, it sucks because I think so highly of this show that it's hard to grab negatives. And so since I've already praised the other 5 episodes, I just feel like this one was below the other 5. That's why I went with a 6, 7 range, because of the fact that it's, I think so highly of the show to begin with. So coming in with an okay episode is what I expect. You know, every now and then you can't have every episode be 8, 9s, and 10s or whatever. So I just think that they work together great. They casted this show so great. Like, you can't do any wrong. And for the fans, I'm almost certain that everyone would want to just rewatch the whole show. It's just one of those things. But to me, coming in as a newcomer, I would say that if somebody else was to follow suit and follow me and watch this for the first time, I will tell them to watch every episode. But if there was an episode, like I said, that they could skip, this would probably be the one of the first 6 that I would say that. And so pretty much Jess invites Paul. And he's pretty much, like I said, he's pretty much her. And so she's just telling Nick to be nice to him, don't be his normal self. And Nick the whole time is, again, just being really like mean to what Jess is asking of him. I don't know. That's the sense I get. So it's a little frustrating for me because I thought so highly of Nick in the first episode. And then ever since the whole Caroline thing, it's just been like, why aren't you nicer to her? Why? I don't get it. Is it because you like her and so liking her makes you do mean things to her? I don't know. And so Winston makes some funny little jokes here while talking to Paul. And then Nick joins in, and then they're still trying to defrost the turkey because the turkey is frozen. And so the whole show is them trying to do that. And then we just get to see throughout the episode, you just get to see the really great chemistry between Jess and Paul. And so they have a little touching moment with Winston and Paul where they're talking about their grandparents. And then Nick's really weird with him in the car ride over to grab walnuts. This was funny as well with Cece and Schmidt when they were talking about, or when he was very, I wouldn't go as far as germaphobe, but he was like, he's like very strict about how he does his cleaning. And so he was very upset that she put potatoes all over his nose. And then the turkey blew up in the dryer, smoked up the whole apartment. And so they still tried to make the light of the moment where Nick was just going to run to a bar. Jess was like, no, we can go here and have a dinner at this lady's house. And so the whole, I don't know, the whole time it's just like Nick Again, there's no negatives in this show. Nobody's a negative. Nobody's somebody that I'm like, I wish they didn't have him in this. Like, there's no character like that. I understand where they're going with Nick's character, but it's frustrating to see it unfolding, like unraveling. It's just like, come on. She's super nice to you. She does so much for you. Just be nice to her back. And so they pretty much move the dinner over to the old lady's house. Jess and Nick are having like an argument outside. Everyone can hear them. And she's talking about doing things to Paul and stuff like that. And so she gets very like awkward when she comes back in, like not awkward, but like sort of embarrassed. And then that's what I'm saying. Like even as I skim through this, I'm just like, it's an okay episode. We start to see a little spark between Cece and Schmidt, where she likes when he's mean to her. So that's maybe something they might build on. But yeah, just overall, not enough like the other episodes were for me. That's just me. If you disagree, please, by all means, comment down below. Let me know what you feel about this episode. And if you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe as well, or head on over to Patreon for the full uncut, unedited reactions as well. That is all up to you guys. But that is all the time I have for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.